Right, so after selling a Type RA 2 weeks ago, we've replaced it with another Subaru. We've now got an Impreza wrxs, which I picked up for decent money. Clean, tidy car. Sophie approved. So with this car, it's 250 horsepower from the factory. This one's tuned by ProDrive. You get the ProDrive 18s. You get the STI front lip and the STI grille. I'm getting tangled up in the dog here, look. Oh. Right, so obviously it's the hatch 2008. I just had the wheels refurbished, so they're looking pretty nice. Just picked it up this morning. I'm happy with that. What else to say about the car? Now there's 300 made from the factory with this one. You see, it's the Impreza wrxs, because I'm missing the I at the minute. A Miltech exhaust. And really, there's not that much else to show you at the minute. It's completely standard. I've got a few things coming up to do on it, which I will make videos of. I've got some EBC discs and pads to go on, and a new intercooler to go on, which we'll put on in good time. So 69,000 miles, pretty clean, pretty happy with it. Had a bit of an issue with the brakes, they needed bleeding, so I've done that. I've paid someone to do it, it's too cold at the minute for me to be rolling around on the floor. So there you go, that's what replaced the Type RA. Now obviously a bit of a different look. I think the classics now are getting a bit old, getting a bit rusty, and it was time to move on to something a little bit more substantial. I ain't getting any younger, so me bobbing around in a 350 horsepower classic, them days are probably over now. So we got this one, white pole in the way. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Who put that there? So there you go, join me on the quest. It's quite exciting really. I've got bikes on the channel, but really I'm a car guy. I didn't really make any YouTube videos while I was building the old car, so it was a shame to miss out on that opportunity. But this one, I will bore you to death as this thing progresses. So as I say, we've got the brakes to go on. I've ordered a front mount, new top mount. These things have got plastic ends on the top mounts, which aren't great. So I won't spoil everything I have planned to do on it. I'll just take you with me on the journey. As soon as the weather warms up a bit, it's like freezing wind at the minute. We'll get the brakes fitted and have a look at that top mount, and then we'll go from there really. I don't think there's anything different inside this model compared to the standard WRX, but it's quite clean inside. I say it's a good clean motor really. There's not a mark on it, needs cleaning, but that's the beauty of these, look. No bubbling rust arches, which is certainly an issue on the classics, the bugs, the blobs, the hawks. I really wanted a hawk STI, but I think for the money they are now, they might look all nice and shiny and 15,000 quid on eBay or wherever you look for your cars, but I think the reality is you've still got a 20-year-old car, 15-year-old car, which probably been ragged to death. It's going to have the rust issues, and this has obviously got the 2.5. I think it's a legacy engine they put in this actually, but it's very torquey. I think it looks pretty nice, so I'm happy with it really. Just can't wait to get stuck into it, I suppose. Start making some changes to the engine. I'm not touching the outside. I just don't think the outside needs touching at all. It's got the Miltech exhaust on it, which is like quad pipes. I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. But yeah, sounds quite nice. I'm probably going to go for equal length headers at some point. Get rid of that burble just for the power, really. I like the WRC sound. Now, the suspension's been changed to these teen coilovers. I think they're coilovers. They look like it. Apparently, when I bought it, the guy said they weren't coilovers. They were just adjustable suspension. But I suppose on the back, they don't look like coilovers. And also, behave safe. Come on, bloody puppies. All a good idea till they start growing up. So apparently it's got white line anti-roll bars. Are they coilovers to me? I can't see why you wouldn't call those coilovers. So they're pretty new, that suspension. That's the exhaust. It's clean underneath, look. No rust. For once in my life, I've got a Subaru which doesn't have rust on it. So straight away I feel like I'm winning. How can it have anti-roll bar? That's it there. I don't know. I've got to get it up on the ramps and I really and go over it and see actually what I've bought. Because I don't suppose you could really take someone's word for what it's got. But it's there, it drives nice. I think once I've gone through it, always takes me a bit to own a car and actually decide what's what. You can't just look round it, you know, you gotta live with it a few weeks, do some miles on it, and then you start to really see what the car's about, what it needs, what it's lacking, what it's good at. And once I get my head around it, then I can make a plan as to how we're going to go for it. So I thought I'd post it because I said I was getting a new motor, and I think really, although this hasn't got the raw power of the Type RA, it's certainly got the looks and it's certainly got the potential. So yeah, join me on the quest. I'll see you next time.